We come together with open hands, open hearts, and open minds to worship God who calls us to fly in freedom. All around the world, eagles have been seen as symbols of strength and of majesty. They've earned their place in myth and stories. Eagles are important in so many cultures, and, like the dove last week, are as often seen as a messenger. Eagles are helpful messengers, delivering warnings from the gods, warnings of approaching trouble, warnings that helped humanity to survive. In Greek mythology, Zeus is in control of the weather and lives lonely on a mountaintop, his only companion, an eagle. Today, the eagle is still the symbol of Zeus and is depicted on some Greek coins. The importance of eagles can be seen in many cultures around the world today, not just on their coins and their stamps, but on their flags and their emblems and their seals. The bald eagle is the national symbol of the US, and the Mexican flag also has an eagle on it. There are 30 mentions in the Old Testament, but only 2 in the New Testament. And here in Psalm 103, we find, God satisfies your desires with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. Loving God, sometimes you lift us up to the heights on wings like eagles. You enable us to soar with the possibilities of revolution, of transformation, both within our souls and within this world which needs so much care. And sometimes, when we cannot fly, when we are weighed down by anxiety, when we cannot soar up to the bright skies, we give thanks that you lend us your strength and you sit with us here on earth. We who have ridden on your wings give thanks for the freedom you provide. We who have our feet on the ground give thanks that your footprints appear alongside ours. Amen.
According to the legends of many lands, the eagle has special qualities. One story which occurs in various forms is that which we find reflected in Isaiah 40:31 and Psalm 103:5. So that your youth is renewed like an eagle's. The story is that an aged eagle, no longer able to hunt because of the cataracts blinding its eyes, will fly directly towards the sun. As it does so, the sun burns out the cataracts, and the eagle tumbles down to the sea below, there to be refreshed and rejuvenated, its eyesight perfect once again. In Native American lore, the eagle holds a sacred position as messenger, chosen to carry the prayers of the people to God, in a similar way to the Christian tradition. It is told by many Native American tribes that at the beginning of time, when God made the animal people, God gave them all their own wisdom and languages and put them on earth as a way of telling humanity about God and to teach the songs and rituals which they would hold sacred truth. The eagle was God's favorite, flying higher and seeing further and more clearly than any other bird. And they bear a teaching from God in the way they are painted and formed, a teaching of holding diversity together in unity. So the eagle became the leader of all the creatures and the greatest spiritual teacher, and its presence signifies the all-seeing, protective presence of the Creator. An eagle feather, or feathers, are considered an essential component of many sacred rituals, symbolizing or invoking the presence of the Great Spirit and the oneness of life.
Isaiah 40. Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired and weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Here's another story about an eagle, or rather about an eagle egg at first. A farmer comes across a nest, and in it are 4 lovely eagle eggs. The farmer knows he shouldn't touch them, but he can't resist. He steals an egg and he takes it home. And not knowing what to do with it now, he puts it in the chicken coop. Now chickens, they're very loving birds, and they raised that eagle egg. They kept it warm, and when it hatched, they raised it as one of their own. And the eagle had a good life. It learnt to be a chicken. It learnt to peck at the ground. It liked to wander around with the other chickens and have a good chatter about, well, chicken stuff. It was a happy chicken eagle. But every so often, that eagle would look up to the sky. It would watch the birds flying. It would watch the eagles overhead. And it would say to the other chickens, "Gosh, wouldn't it be nice if we could glide like that? If we could soar into the sky in freedom." "Don't be silly," said the chickens. "We're chickens. We can do a little bit of fluttering from the top of the hen house, but that's it. We're chickens. We don't do that. Don't be silly." Now, I wish I could tell you this was a happy story, and that by the end of it, the eagle is indeed soaring through the sky, looking at the chickens below. But it has a sadder ending. The eagle lived out its life thinking it was a chicken. It had a happy enough life for a chicken, but it still looked at the sky every day and wished it could fly. But as things do, eventually it came to the end of its chickenish life, and that is the end of the story. Sad one, huh? I guess the moral is don't listen to the chickens. Be an eagle. In Isaiah, we read that God gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. So go on, try. Maybe you are actually an eagle. Dream like an eagle. Let God inspire your soul. Yeah, the impossible might take a little longer, but if we use the word impossible less and use the word dream or vision a little bit more, maybe we can be eagles. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Be an eagle, not a chicken. Loving God, we need your strength to not grow weary, to walk and not faint. Lift us up on your wings. Carry us through the shadows of death and ill health and addiction, through life changes, moves, births, aging, loss. Let us soar so high on your wings that we see a path to new life, a path to equality and justice for all, a path to freedom, wholeness, and life. Let us soar so high on your wings that we see possibilities. Amen. We go out into the new week with open hands, open hearts, and open minds. We go out with the blessing of God, Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer. Amen.